Okay, we're back. We're back to play this game. Before I start episode 3, I'm going to wait to see if anybody wants to stop in before we start. In case anybody wants to see the continuation of the story. Get out of here. So hopefully we'll have a good crowd tonight. I know there's some people who wanted to stop in tonight, so we'll wait for them to stop in before we start episode 3. I'm just gonna kind of run around, steal some stuff until we get those people in. Dude, get out of here, man. What we could do is get the valuables a while too while I'm thinking about it. I think we got the one by the safe house already, the one that was timed. I think we got that one already, but I'll double check. We'll get the bottles later. That way we can come back, because I did not do the black, I did not do Dimitri's bottles at all yet either. So we're going to wait to do that until a little later. Let's avoid this, and then we'll check to make sure I did get that one piece of loot underneath the safe house there. I can't remember if I grabbed this one or not. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't see it, but I'll just double check. Yeah, we did get it already, cool. So I have to go back and get that last piece. I do hope some of those, anybody that has been following me on TikTok, I hope any of those people come in. I did advertise. I was going to go live tonight because I think, started to create some Sly Cooper fans that like the post. So I'm hoping some of them stop in to, chat, have a conversation, talk about Sly Cooper in general. I'd like to see some new names from them. If any of them are around, obviously. I'm not going to make someone show up if they can't or are busy. I think the other piece is down here, if I can remember correctly. Yup. Alright, let's grab this and get back to the safe house. I don't know what all we're going to accomplish tonight either. I'm kind of, again, when I play this game, I like to just hang out and chill and just talk and chat and just whatever anybody wants to do, we'll do. You know what I mean? I don't like to rush the game because this is my favorite game, so I don't rush it at all. I think we've done 3 streams of this game already, and I've only completed 2 episodes. Again, it's because I just don't want to burn through it. I think there was also times where I got stuck just yapping and yapping and yapping about a lot of things, which makes sense. Amy, I did see that you redeemed first, but it doesn't show up on my end when I'm on console. But I appreciate you redeeming that anyway. If there's anybody else in here tonight, how's everybody's week been going? mine has been a roller coaster, to say the least. Some of you know, some of you don't know. But let's just hope that everything comes out positive and I don't have to have any other issues. But yeah, let me know how everyone's week's been. Tomorrow's Friday. Everyone loves the weekend. Eli, what's up, dude? Yours has been up and down. I feel that. Obviously, you know parts and pieces of it from Tyler's stream the other night. But, hey, I try to make everyone's day better by hanging out in here. So, Eli, you know that. Hell. Eli, I don't know yet. Today has been a pretty rough day. It's gotten worse since Tuesday. So Monday I have a appointment with my surgeon's office where I got the surgery done a couple years ago. So they're going to examine me. I'll probably have to get an MRI again. And the way the symptoms have felt, they have felt very similar to the last time I got the surgery done. So there could, I would say, just personally, I feel like there's probably a 75% chance that I will have to get something done again. Unless this is just a... What's that, Boogie? Sorry that I have not been around in your streams lately. Hopefully yours have been good. I appreciate you stopping in for the first time. And lurking is appreciated. I'll just be here kind of just chilling, just talking, kind of just hanging out. So feel free to, if you have have some time, feel free to talk in the chat while you're lurking if you like. It's very chill in here, so I appreciate seeing you. But yeah, Eli, I got to get another exam and probably another MRI done. And basically, if I have to get something done again, I really can't be doing the work that I do, at least a lot of the labor's parts. I'm pretty much stuck doing light labor from my life then on out. Because if I do get something done again, that'll be 2 back surgeries. And I'm only 27. 2 surgeries at that age, especially in the back, is basically canceling out anything really labors for the rest of my life. And I like what I do. I do landscaping. It's hard not to do labor's work when you're in that kind of field. So we'll just see what happens. Let's just hope for the best, but I have to expect the worst. So that's where we're at. Kind of just was like a freak thing that happened on Tuesday. Like I was just working fine, and then all of a sudden, like my back just gave out, and I couldn't pick up. We were like mulching and stuff, and like I couldn't even pick up the scoop shovel that we use to scoop the mulch off the truck in the trailer. I couldn't like pick that up anymore. I was like, this isn't good, and it's kind of just gotten progressively worse. What happens is when that stuff happens, it pinches your sciatic nerve in your back, which runs down like your legs. And like the first time it happened, my leg was practically numb for like 6 months before I finally realized something was wrong. I'm the type of person to shake things off and just work through it. Big deal. It'll go away on its own. And that never went away. So that was the first time. And now it feels like it's pulsating in the sense of, it feels like hot needles, like stabbing into your leg. And basically that's just like the nerves and shit being pinched, I think, again. So it could either be more discs that need to be taken care of. It could be scar tissue build up from the previous one. Or it could just be a very, very, very severe flare-up, which a flare-up would be the best case scenario because then I won't have to be cut up at all. But it's not guaranteed. I've already had something happen once, so it's already weak, in that general area. So we just gotta wait to see what happens after Monday, what they plan on doing. Like I said, more than likely I'll have to get another MRI done. And then that'll determine, like, that'll show if there's, like, more herniation or not. And then, like I said, I'm not dicking around with it. I'm just gonna get the procedure done if there is. Because, like I said, the last time I had this done, I was 22. And they needed to see me take all the steps. So basically, I had to go through physical therapy first to see if that would help. Because at my age, they didn't want to do surgery at someone who was 22 at the time. So I had to go through physical therapy. That didn't work. I had to go through the injection shots, which basically they put a needle in between your spine to where this tissue is, which is basically like a pillow or a cushion in between your spine bones. So they had to stick a needle in there to see if it would go, like, swell to back down with an injection. That didn't help. Since, of course, surgery was the only other thing to do, and it did help. I have felt better. No, like, I'm not nearly as strong as I once used to be, and I don't think after this I will be strong at all anymore. But yeah, it's and then if I do get it done, it's about a 2 to 3 month recovery time. So let's say, and typically they scheduled these surgeries about a month out is typically how far back they are. So let's say I go on Monday, let's say the MRI doesn't come back until a week after. So that's the first week of April. And then it gets scheduled for sometime in May. So then 2 to 3 months from there is basically August. So there could be a potential, if, again, worst case scenario, if I need to be operated on again, I'll be out of work until August. At least. Like at the max. Unless my recovery time, or my recovery goes to shit. Which, if I just do what I did the first time, there shouldn't be a problem. I shouldn't be back to work 2 to 3 months after the fact. It's just a lot, and I'm just worried of my own self because I've already dealt through this once, and I know what the feeling's like, and it's the same general feeling I've gotten the first time through my sciatics and everything else. So, I'm fearful that I'll end up not being able to do anything that I want to do anymore when it comes to, work. It'll practically take me out of playing golf anymore. It'll take a lot of stuff out of my life that I won't be able to do again. But again, we can't think about the worst case. We have to hope for the best, but expect the worst. But yeah, that's where I'm at this point. But enough about me. Let's enjoy tonight. Let's not talk about negative stuff. But I did want to update you, at least, or anybody else that may be wondering what's been going on. That's basically what's been happening. Yeah. Not what I want to do at such a young age, but it was supposed to happen. Yeah, I'll wait a little bit more before we start the third episode, but this is what I planned on playing tonight. Like I said, I did advertise it on TikTok for any of those other Sly Cooper fans that have loved the Sly Cooper post I've been doing. So we'll see if any of them decide to stop in or not. We'll have a good night. We'll have fun. We'll laugh. We'll have some conversation. We'll just do what we normally do. Let's be chill, hang out, have a good time. Where'd that guy go? And again, I'm very happy to see Boogie Juice in here. If you don't know who he is a streamer that Tyler and I found a while back. Eli, I need a break from that once in a while. If I play MLB too often, then I'm going to get burned out of it. So I do like to at least replace a stream here and there with something else. Plus, I've already made the decision that I'm playing this tonight. Like this morning, I was like, yeah, I'm playing this tonight. I'm not playing MLB. But hey, my Phillies got a opening day win. Schwarber had a 2-run home run, and then Bohm hit a 3-run home run. We were up 5-0 in the ninth. Our bullshit bullpen, let up 3 runs, and then Duran came in, closed the game out, and we won 5-3. So that was a good part of the day. But yeah, as I was saying, if you don't know Boogie Juice, Tyler and I found him a little while ago. We found him when he was playing. It wasn't Guitar Hero, but it was another like game where he was playing with the guitar, but he was playing a lot of different stuff. And unfortunately, I've been super busy and haven't stopped in as often as what I liked. But you won't be disappointed. He's a genuine, down-to-earth guy. So you'll like his streams if you ever want to stop by. I would recommend checking his streams out. Because I'm all about promoting people in here. I don't get why a lot of people don't like when people self-promote. Like, I'm for it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people though that are like upset at other people wanting to grow themselves and like want to promote themselves. Like, that's what we are here for. We're supposed to build each other up, not tear each other down. You know? It's like, I just never got it. But again, I'm different than most, so probably explains why. I gotta check something real quick. Okay. Yeah, I just had to check something real quick. I'm good. But yeah, I'll wait a little bit longer, and then we'll start episode 3. Just take our time with it like we did with the first 2. But I will, like I said, I will definitely update anybody who would like to know updates after Monday to see what the next steps are going to be. Which I kind of know what the steps are going to be. Even if things seem to subside by Monday, I'm still going to go because I still need it to be checked out. But I'm pretty sure there's something that will need to be touch base with. No, okay, I fucked up there, but it's okay. I really didn't fuck up. It's not like it was gonna be in danger. All I gotta say is take care of your bodies. Because you don't want to end up broken. Whatever you do, be smart about whatever you do. You know, don't just take care of yourselves. That's all I got to say. If I have any advice after tonight, it's just take care. And I'm not even. I mean, yeah, health is important, but Eli, to be honest with you, I thought I was, but again, the first time everything happened, it was kind of just random. Like, I couldn't tell you when it happened or how it happened. I just remember, and at the time, I worked at a nursery, right? So I was, and that's what I love to do. But I remember I just woke up one day, my leg was numb, and I thought I slept on it wrong, and would kind of go off and on. And then for like 6 months, my leg was numb all the time. My nerve was pinched for such a long time that I just lost feeling in my whole leg. And then after that, I changed how I would lift things, changed the way how I would do a lot of things, because obviously when you already have a weak spot and then you're doing laborious work like I do, it's easy to have something happen again. Not that I didn't take care of my body. I mean, yeah, I'm a bigger dude, but I'm not like an unhealthy person. You know what I mean? And I'm not even saying health wise. Yeah, health wise, you want to try to take care of yourself as much as possible. But I'm saying physically, in the sense of your joints and bones and muscles and stuff. Like, don't do something stupid to where you're going to have to live with long term effects. Like myself. Because I really don't know what I'm going to do if I have to change professions. Like, if I can't do what I like to do, I don't know what I'm going to end up doing. Obviously, it would have to be something very, very, not hard on the body. It would have to be something that I'm probably not going to enjoy. So, like I said, we'll have to see and just wait and see what the hell happens. I'm not going to, think of the worst thing, but I have to expect it because I've already been there once, done that once. Alright, I did not mean to do that. Wrong button. Okay, let's go back and let's start episode 3 a while.
It took some detective work, but the gang and I managed to track down where Rajan had gone into hiding. Somehow, he'd managed to transform a long-forgotten temple into the thriving center of his spice operation, and it's there where we'll find him. The jungle, too thick to drive through, forced us to walk the long distance to our target. We ran into a few problems along the way, but pushed on. For the temple was more than just Rajan's hideout. It was also home to the Clockwork Heart. A pump so strong and tireless, it could increase spice production tenfold. Good for Rajan, but awful for the rest of the world. Hope he's not counting on that heart too much, because tonight, it comes home with me.
Alright, this is episode 3. This is part 2 of Rajan. This is probably... It's not my least favorite episode in this game, which it's kind of hard for me to not like any part of this game. Which, I mean, I don't dislike anything in this game. But if I were to rank them from, least favorite hub world to favorite, this is probably going to be number 7 out of 8. But it's still a good one. I remember on my PS2, I could not go past this world because my disc was so scratched up that it wouldn't load the end of level cutscene to go to the next one. So that's why I have very fond memories of this world, of this area, basically. Shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Get out of here. Oh, let's go this way. So I'm pretty sure Tyler and I will both be available on Saturday. I think Tyler's going to be off work, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know what he's planning to do. I don't even know what the fuck I'm planning to do this weekend. The fact that I'm going to have a lot of time potentially on my hands. I don't have to rush anything. Boy, but that's going to suck, though, if I do have to have something done, because then I'm going to be off work from basically now till August. It's more than likely if there is something in there, they're going to not want me to continue to work like they did the last time. But we'll see. Whoa, dude, don't turn around like that. Just keep facing forward. There you go. But Eli, I'll probably end up being live the rest of the weekend, I would assume. More than, except for Sunday, because I got to get up early for that Monday appointment. But I think I should still be around tomorrow and Saturday at least. Tomorrow might be an MLB night. Saturday is to be determined. Again, I don't have many games I'm currently working on either. Like, my focus, obviously, right now is MLB, and when I'm not playing it, I'm playing something like this that I absolutely adore. Also, I think I kind of feel bad because I didn't join Cosmic's stream earlier, and it's her birthday today. So I hope her stream went well. If she stops in tonight, I'll make sure I let her know that. You did, Eli? How was it? Was it a good stream for her? I did not. I was, again, bad. You just, that's fair. I just been too uncomfortable and like, I can't say it's pain, but it's just a very uncomfortable, annoying ache. That's fair. Like, that's the thing, like, it's hard to lurk sometimes whenever you're, into other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, throughout the day, I'm doing all these other things. You know, obviously I'm trying to, like, walk around a little bit more than I normally would, since sitting hurts. Or not really, it doesn't hurt. Hurt is not the right word. And that's what people have asked me before when I got it done the first time. It's like, doesn't it hurt? It's like, no, it's not a hurt. It's more of just it's like a, what's the best way I can describe it? It's kind of like in the sense of like a headache, a toothache. It doesn't hurt, but it just annoys you. And you know it's there all the time. But it's like, when I'm uncomfortable like this, like, I don't find enjoyment in anything. So it's hard for me sometimes to do some of the things that I want to do, like, and actually enjoy it. That's probably why I didn't stop in like I probably should have earlier. But hopefully her stream was good. I don't even know how old some of these people are. Like, I think she's like older than me, but like I don't know for sure. Of course, I'm young when compared to most people around. I feel like I'm like a. That's probably a smart move, Eli. I wouldn't have asked either. It's not my business, but hopefully she's been having a good day with her and her husband. I hope everybody's birthdays are great. I don't want anybody to have like a shitty birthday. Now, granted, me being the type of person I am, I don't get excited about mine. I don't really ever do anything for mine because to me it's just another day, and I don't feel like I need to celebrate it. But again, that's just me. Other people get excited for their birthdays. I actually despise my birthday because it's to me it's really nothing important. Because it's just another year to get older, another year to nothing great happening other than getting old and feeble. See, Eli, you and I are both on the same page. Like, I don't want to get older. Like, there's nothing good to look forward to when you get older. Like, this is probably horrible and very depressing for me to say, but I feel like the best years are already behind me and I never made them great. Like, I didn't do anything to make them my best years. You know what I mean? Like, your 20s are supposed to be like... See? You and I are both on the same page about that. Like, your 20s are supposed to be like this magical years of your life that people always say, and it's like, what the fuck have I ever done? I've literally just worked and came home. I've not done anything to make it memorable, for one. And once I get to the 30s, it's just like, well, fuck, my life's already over, so like, what's the point of, like, what else is there to do? I know it's probably a really, really shitty way to look at it, but like, that's how I look at it. Like, once I hit 30, it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? No wife, no kids, no, like, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, I got nothing like I should. Well, speaking about kids, I don't even want kids. If I hit 30 and I am not even close to having any, I'm not going to. Because at that point, I'm not going to want to deal with it. Like, I would have been open to having kids if I would have had them already. But by the time I hit 30, and if I don't have any at that point, I'm not going to want to. Because at that age, it's like, you're not going to want to deal with it. You know, when you're in your 30s, you don't want to deal with that stuff. Now, granted, some people might. But for me, I've made that conclusion for my own life years ago, to where I said, if I'm not married, or if I'm not with someone to be able to have kids at that point, by the time I'm 30, I'm not going to. It's a vouch for my own self that... Did he? I mean, and I know people who have really old parents. Like, my one friend, dad he's a year older than me, and his he's retired. He's retirement age. So he had my friend at basically 40. Like, it just depends. I guess it just depends on people's situations and who they're with, and if they decide to have kids later in life, or like, but for me, it's just like, nah. Like, once I hit 30, which I don't expect to find anybody by that point in the next 2.5 years. But it's not something that's on my agenda at this point in life. What is up with us? We're always into deep conversations when we get together here on the streams. We're always talking about life stuff, which I don't mind. I just don't. Is my streams just going to become therapy sessions for everybody and myself? Which, I mean, I'm okay with helping people. You know what I mean? It just seems like every time we get together, we're always talking about something life related. Let's go over here. Doesn't Eli? And it works for me, and I'm not afraid to admit that I've needed to go to it to help myself in my life. And a lot of people are afraid to admit that they've needed help. And what I say to that is, whatever and however you find help, don't ever be afraid to ask for help. Don't be embarrassed that you've had to ask for help. I'm not embarrassed to admit that I go once a month to keep my mental state at peace.
Sneak into the temple and take some recon photos so I can assess the situation. Just be careful. If you get hurt, the nearest hospital is 106 miles from here. According to my map of the area, there should be a hidden passage into the temple behind that waterfall.
Nice work, Bentley. I'll take a hidden passage over the front door.
Sure thing, Bentley. Well, I mean, that's kind of why I needed it, because I needed to help my own sanity. And you can ask Tyler, you can ask Case. For the most part, I am one of the most open. Yeah, you gotta want to change for yourself. And if you're going in there closed-minded to where you're not going to change, then there's no point in you going. If you have an open mind of where I need to change myself, then it's worth it. And I'm living proof of basically saying, if you really want to change parts of yourself, your inner self, your personal self, I would recommend it. But again, it's not for everybody. But I'm never against people finding help in any way that they can find it. But yeah, you can ask Case and Tyler. I'm one of the most open people.
Lego, you found the spice-growing facility. Now, from what I know of photosynthesis, all the expensive equipment should be found at the top of this room. That access tube.
You can tell, Eli?
All right, I'll head for the top.
How would you guess? Like, I would say for the most part, about 99% of the things that go on with my life, I don't care to tell. I don't mind telling people, because the way I look at it is somebody may be going through the same thing I am, and they want a sense of reassurance in their mind that things will be okay. People may want, I don't know, some words of hope. That's the way I look at it. And again, I'm not afraid of expressing what's going on in my own personal life. I'm not afraid, especially if I, trust people. Obviously, like Sketchy Dan or whatever we called him, Don. I'm not going to tell him everything, but like you guys that have been around long enough that I can trust, I will gladly open up to. I mean, hell, Eli, I was on here sobbing my eyes out on stream as my grandmother was dying earlier in the year, and there's nothing I could do. Like, you can't get more real than me being physically, emotionally combusted, and me being okay with showing it. At this point, nothing phases me to talk about. Like, Shady Dawn, yeah, I wouldn't tell him anything. But no, I do have to call out Tyler and Case, because there's a lot of things I've told them that I haven't even told some of my own closest friends. Because for some reason, I was more comfortable telling them a lot of things, more than I was anybody else. It's just, again, I'm not trying to make my streams like therapy sessions, but it's like, I don't mind talking about these things, while I'm playing games. Like, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Some of the vines around here are really slippery. Jump and hit the circle button to go for a ride.
I think that's what also makes me a very relatable person. At least, on this platform, because I don't think a lot of people on this platform are very relatable at all, or very like personable. I think that's what makes me stand out from pretty much a lot of people on here. Maybe 95 to 99% of the people on here, I think I stand out from in that aspect. Which, I mean, some people may appreciate it, some people may not appreciate it. And, you know, I don't need to apologize for me being myself.
Here we go. Time for a few recon photos.
You're a private because you really care what other people think of you. I used to be that way, Eli, to be honest with you. I used to really care what people thought. Now I'm to the point in my life where I really don't give two fucks what people think about me. Because I've learned that I don't need to apologize for being me, and I don't need to apologize for anything, really. You know what I mean? Like, I used to care what people think, and that's why I was so, like, deep in my own skin. And I would say over the last year and a half to 2 years, I've really started to learn that and I've also learned that nobody in life really cares about you, other than, like, your family and maybe some friends. But, like, 99% of the world doesn't give a fuck about you. And if they don't care about you, why should you care about them? Or why should you care about, like, the way they think, or the way they, you know, they view you? Or who cares if they see you and they go talk to somebody about you? Who gives a fuck, you know? They don't mean anything to you. That's just, again, this has all been in my path and my relationship with getting closer to the Lord and Savior. You know, ever since I started doing that, I've looked at life completely different. That's also true. Like, people only care for what you can provide and what you can give them, especially, at least in my experience, women have only liked. I feel like a lot, at least Eli in our generation, I feel like it's sad because I feel like that's what a lot of women especially only want, is what a man can give and provide for them. That's really the only thing that, at least, like I said, in our generation. And in general, men, I think, you're only wanted for what you can give. And that's by anybody, even a friend. People may act as friends, and then they are only friends with you because they're getting something out of you. Whether that be emotional, whether that be physical, whether that be, monetary, whether that be, it could be anything. But you're right. I agree with you in the sense of men are only used for what they can give, what they can. We won't talk about that. What happens at the cabin, Hammy stays at the cabin. Remember that.
Looks like half of the heart is being used to super irrigate the spice plants.
See, nobody knows what happens down at the cabin. Nobody understands what happens.
Bring those photos back to the safe house. We'll really need to think about this one. The Clockwork Heart is under some steep security. Heck, Rajan is carrying half of it at all times. To get at the goods, I'll need to gather some more information. Sly will plant a bug in Rajan's office, while I lift the spice operation blueprints off the Spice Lord while he makes his rounds. Unfortunately, while we're collecting intelligence on him, he'll be collecting data on us with an elephant-driven satellite array. Take it out, or he'll be able to intercept all of our communications.
All right. I probably should, be done being therapist GL. I don't think a lot of people come in here for that, but it's just you three. See, the birthday girl's in here. See, I told you she's going to stop in. Didn't I say that earlier? Hi, Cosmic. Hopefully your birthday was great. I'm sorry that I did not stop in. I wanted to. I've just been in a lot of pain and uncomfortableness for the last couple of days, and I just haven't been able to enjoy things that I wanted to. I'm glad it was amazing. You come for therapy. Well, that's what I am. I'm Therapist GL. That's what we're here to do. But I'm glad that your birthday went well, and again, happy birthday to you. At least it's free. See, I'm all about being free here, you know. I give free advice, free therapy sessions, you know. We're here just discussing. But no, really, I hope your birthday was great and is going to continue to be great today. Like I said, I wanted to stop in, but I've just been physically uncomfortable and physically not okay, and I just haven't been able to enjoy a lot of things lately. Plus I was doing some other things at the time, but I hope your birthday stream went well. I did see you finally hit your goal of 200, which is amazing. I'm glad you got to that, especially on your birthday. That makes it memorable, makes it important. That's amazing. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. You put a lot of work in, so you deserve every ounce of those 200, what is it, 201 followers now? At least you don't get people like Dawn that we had earlier the other day. Tyler called him, I can't even think of the name again. Eli, I don't remember what we called Dawn. I'm so bad at remembering shit. Well, I appreciate that. We will see how things go. Like I said, I'm hoping Shady Dawn. That's right. Yeah, it was you, Eli. I'm sorry. My brain is fucked up right now because I'm just, again, I'm focusing on getting through Monday's appointment before I can really put my mind at ease. Shady Dawn. Yeah, we had. It'll always turn out well. We're all gonna do it. I hope so. Oh, the way my body is, I may have to resort to Twitch. Hopefully it gets going to where I don't have to do anything physical anymore. But yeah, Shady Dawn. We had a bot that came in, and Eli called him Shady Dawn. And he gave out his full name, his full like legal name. I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? Tyler got rid of him for me. He's like, GL, can I get rid of this? I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. And the sad part is he started off so well. And then he just kept saying, check out my YouTube. I checked out your YouTube. Are you going to check my channel out? I'm just like, bro, calm down. Like, get out of here, dude. But I'm glad to see you in here. And like I said, I've been wanting to stop in. There's just been a lot of things that I'm trying to get clarified. I appreciate it. And of course, you know, what other game would I be playing every time you stop in than obviously my favorite game of all time. But really, I'm so glad that you're in here. But goals. We're talking about goals, right? I want to try to hit 100 by the end of the year. That'd be great. If we don't have people like Shady Dawn stopping in, I think we can hit it. But I would love to see some, as much as I love all you wonderful regular people, I would love to add some new faces to our regular viewing and make that good people, not some of these bad people that we've had. I hope so. I mean, again, I'm probably not playing a lot of popular games to get those other 5, which I think I did get somebody followed earlier. I think it might have been one of the TikTok followers that made an account today to potentially stop in. Now, I did advertise that on TikTok because, again, a lot of people have liked the Sly Cooper post, so I just decided, okay, if you guys are fans of Sly Cooper, I'm streaming this tonight, so maybe some of them will stop in. I don't know. But I figured I at least try to advertise a little bit. So yeah, I'm up to 95 now. I'm hoping it's one of them. I don't know for sure because it did say that their account was made today. So I'm hoping it's one of them and not just a regular bot, but we'll see. You know, I don't feel like I deserve much, but that's just the way I think about things. You know, but I've learned to not think so negatively about a lot of things in life. But I think anybody who deserves it is, well, obviously you two. Too bad you get it. But other than obviously you and Andrew, I think the other person who deserves it more than me is Tyler. I think he has worked very hard, and he is. I mean, hell, with his humor alone, I'm surprised he doesn't have more people than he does. You know, that dude, he deserves everything. I mean, yeah, you're right. We all do deserve it. Let's be real. We all deserve it. We're all good people. Whether or not we've had bad past or not, we're all good people. Like, I'm just here just trying to like hang out and chill out and just make a good environment that people want to come back to, you know? And that's another thing with me. Like I've told Eli, I am upfront about a lot of things and I'm honest and I think I'm very personable. Now people may not like a lot of honesty, some people may not, but like I am very open when it comes to pretty much everything within reason. I mean, there's some things that I'm not going to fully open up to. But I think overall I am pretty like, especially with my personal life, I think I'm very open with pretty much majority of things. But I want people to come in and want to know my opinions on things and my thoughts or on anything, you know, especially the games that we're playing, you know. I'm just me. And I guess sometimes I think myself, I'm not good enough in a sense. And again, that's just from my own bad mental past of my own self, but I'm trying hard. And that's another thing. It's like, I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for numbers. I started doing it just because it was something new. And then, of course, when you meet people like you guys, it makes doing this more worth it than if I didn't. You know, if I just had a bunch of, you know, yahoos, I probably wouldn't be doing it as much. But the fact that I have good people like you guys makes me want to keep doing this and to see where it can go from here. You know, if somebody asked me, you know, January 1st of 2025 that I'd be doing this and sitting here on March 26th, 2026, and I'd have the close people that I do have. You know, it's another thing, though, with you two, well, three, because Gremlin was part of the trio at the time. You know, I've said this so many times, and I don't think I can be appreciative enough at the fact that you were so willing to help me at the very beginning, and you barely even knew me, you know? Unless you guys just felt something that I was worth helping, like, it blows my mind at times that, you know, that you guys did that for me, and I never once asked you to do it. And, you know, I tell people all the time, and I repeat this story probably over and over again, but, I mean, some of you are better than people in my own personal life. You know, here I am getting all personal again and and all like soft-hearted about stuff, but it's like I am very over appreciative for a very long time over a lot of things. Like, I will tell you or tell anybody thank you as many times as I possibly can, regardless if you're tired of hearing it or not. I will every time I see you, I will thank you if you've done something for me that has, you know, improved my life in a way or has changed my life for the better. I will always recognize those individuals, and I will always show those recognized individuals. Oh, I didn't mean to get that bottle, but here we are. I'll always show recognition to anybody that deserves it, that have done me good. And again, I guess it's probably just how I was raised, and how I grew up. But it's like, I don't know. And sometimes I don't feel like I've been the best person to a lot of people. But I don't know. I don't even know why I'm talking like about myself, and I'm terrible at talking about myself. I don't like talking about myself. I've never been good at talking in general. It's like, well, where do I come up with all of this like meaningful shit now? Like, man, I was never good at talking in general, and I think that's why I did this. Nice air. That's the first time I've ever heard that. But I thank. See, again, I'm thanking you again. You're probably tired of hearing it, but thank you for those wonderful comments. You know, that's the reason why I started this, was because I needed. It's that I figured that's what it meant, but again, I don't always understand certain phrases, so I thank you for clarifying that. Like, and I think that's why I started Twitch back when I did last January, is because one, I do, like, Twitch has made me be a lot more comfortable with talking on a stream, talking on a video, talking to, you know, people I don't really personally know, but I think I've known some of you long enough to where I can consider you that I know you kinda. Again, like, I started Twitch in 2024 with my friends. We did like a group thing, and then after a while that kind of subsided. And then I remember I was like, I should do this on my own, or at least try it. And I remember sitting in my room like, I need a good name. And then obviously the one that stuck is the one I'm still using today. And then after that, you know, I just did the Zoo Tycoon stream, and here comes, you know, I think I called Gremlin and Cosmic Dudes at one point because I thought they, you know, you don't know by usernames. I'm like, what's up, dude? And then I realized that you guys aren't dudes, but you're dudes at the same time, if that makes any sense. Like, you're one of the guys, per se. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but, like, there are certain friends that can be female that are just one of the guys. And I think that's where you and Gremlin stand, I think, in my circle, at least. And it's like, you know, once I, you know, met you guys, and of course Andrew and everybody else, it just kind of made this whole thing way more comfortable and way more like fun. And again, I really wish I could have been in there today, but I just was trying to get myself comfortable. I would love to play a game with you guys at some point. Obviously, I don't have a lot of the games that you guys do play, but I'm hoping maybe one day I can join you guys with something. I think that'd be fun. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not inviting myself. I'm just saying it'd be fun one day to do something with both of you. I just don't have anything to play with both of you. That's the only sad part. Because I am working at potentially getting a gaming PC. I gotta sell a lot of plants first before I have the money to do it. But that's the plan. I want to try to get a gaming PC at some point in time. I'm hoping if everything sells well this summer that I will have enough money to get one. Again, I don't know what I'm looking at in the sense of like pieces and parts and like the innards. I have a neighbor who knows how to build them, so I probably will ask him because I am not tech smart. I should probably really do a mission, but here I am just yapping again. I find myself yapping and talking way too much sometimes. But I have a neighbor who knows how to build them, so I could probably just ask him because I am not tech smart whatsoever. Like, I don't know what to look for. I don't know. I just know that I want a PC that can just play games. Like, that's all I know is that's what I want. I want something that's not complicated, but something that can run pretty much most Steam games perfectly fine. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I already have a monitor, so, like, that's one less thing I have to get. It's just the PC itself and all the parts. Which Tyler and Suggs, they have told me about theirs. They said I think when they bought theirs, it was like 1,800. But I think, obviously prices probably have gone up since then for certain pieces and parts. But that's where I want to be probably by next year, hopefully. I don't know how to put it together, but again, I'll ask my neighbor that. He knows all that shit. But I think at some point this year, I think I need to start branching out a little bit. In the sense of gaming realm, other than things that I am always used to. Now, there's nothing wrong with playing games that I absolutely love and I like. I mean, that's the whole point. I've learned that playing games that you love is way more fun than playing games that you don't. And just because somebody wants you to play a certain game and you don't want to, you're not obligated to play what anybody wants you to play. I don't even know where I'm going with this conversation. I'm just talking. Oh my god, I feel like an idiot sometimes. Alright, I should probably do a mission instead of stop fucking talking so much. Let's do the elephant feed bag first. We all love the app. It's true, we do. I just don't know what I'm talking. Like, when I get to talking, I think I just talk about random shit and that doesn't flow together, and I just go from one idea to the next idea, and I just keep going. And I don't know when to stop.
Rajan is able to monitor all of our communications out here with that elephant-driven satellite array.
That's pretty grim. You got a plan for shutting it down?
Don't I always? Now, the local spice plants are illegal for good reason. Eat too many.
Spice plants.
A fit of uncontrolled rage.
Keep that stuff away from Murray. Oh, wait, I get it. I put some spice plants in the elephant's feed bag. He chows down, gets all crazy, and then presto, the satellite's in pieces.
A crude interpretation of the plan, but accurate. The trick here is harvesting the spice plants. You'll have to do some serious climbing, as they only grow
Yes,
high
Bentley.
in the jungle canopy.
I thought it was funny. As I got older, I kind of learned what the spice plants were. Whenever, they ship spice across the world, the Claw Gang, when you're younger, you just think, oh, yeah, spice plants. But when you get older, you realize what spice plants actually is. Let's go up here and get these spice plants. What's up? What's up, dude? I'm glad to see you too. How was your evening? Did you have a wonderful stream with your wonderful wife on her birthday? Did you have fun? And yes, I told her happy birthday when she joined. I didn't want to forget. I bet it was a great time. I'm glad it was a great time. How is Sly? He's doing great. I talked to him the other day, you know. I called him up. I called him, Murray, and Bentley, and I asked him, hey, you guys good? Like, you need anything? Dude, that was so stupid of me. But no, the game is great. I'm just low-key chilling, just vibing, just talking with everybody that's in here, you know, trying to get past my aches and pains that I got to deal with right now. But I'm here. It's great. Like I've said before, if Kevin Miller stopped in here, I'd probably cry. I'm not going to lie. If I saw him in the chat, I would probably freak out. I've already talked to him once in a stream, and I thought that was a dream come true. And if he showed up in here, like, I'd freak out. But hopefully you're doing good today, yourself personally. There's a lot of things that I gotta kind of go with the flow right now. There's some things I gotta get looked at and taken care of. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad your birthday's good. And I told Eli this earlier. It's probably sad of me to say this, but like I never get like excited for mine. You know, some people get really excited for their birthday. I'm sure you were super excited for today. But I think I don't think, I mean, as a kid, you know, people always made your birthday special, you know. But I think as I got older, I think once I got to the age of like 17 or 18, like I just stopped really trying to like enjoy. Because for me, it's like my birthday just feels like another day to me anymore. You know, and I should probably try to enjoy it more than I do. It's only because of him is why you actually enjoy it. Well, he probably makes your birthday memorable every year. He probably does something for you special. He probably tries to make it extra special when you two are actually together physically and not, you know, separated. And, you know, I'm sure if he does, you know, make it super great every year, or as much as he can, one way or the other. I don't have doubts about that. All right, we got to put the spice plant in the bag, but like.
Now take all the spice plants you've collected to the elephant's feed basket.
But it's just like I feel like I just don't do anything for mine. Like, I barely even want to celebrate it. It's probably terrible to say, but it's like, what's the point? To me, it's just another day to remind me I'm getting old. I don't want to get old. But again, I'm glad today has been a great day for you. Wonderful you hit your goal. I'm glad that you met some new people tonight. Couldn't have asked for. This has probably been a really good birthday. I mean, obviously it was. I mean, hell, you gamed with your husband. You got to have some of your close friends, Gremlin, there with you, along with new people. Like, I mean, how could you not win? You know, you won today. Just remember that. Regardless if you think that you did or not, you win, and you won today. Exactly. Okay, we got the elephant all crazy. Broke Rajan's satellite. We got the damn bug, and we got Bentley putting Rajan to sleep with sleep darts and watermelons. I don't want to rush the game, though. I'm having too much fun just talking. I think at some point in time, I guess it depends. Well, I want to play Thieves in Time on the channel at some point, but I don't know when that's going to be. It could be relatively soon, depending on how my Monday appointment goes and such. It could be winter if everything goes well on Monday. Then I won't need to be have all this extra time off. But I do want to play Thieves in Time on here at some point. Plus, I need to play Going Commando, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, because I played the first Ratchet and Clank last summer, late summer, early fall, I think. So I gotta play Going Commando, Thieves in Time. Is there anything else that I've been really wanting to start? I think I need to get back into the simulators. I was thinking about maybe buying the card shop simulator or fast food simulator. I thought about maybe doing one of those at some point again. Or we start a new supermarket sim save. But I definitely think we need to get back into some of the simulators again. I mean, hell, we've had so many memories on those games. I have these ideas. I just don't know which idea to go with. All right, let's go bug Rajan's office. We're gonna bug Rajan's office with a bug. Oh shit, that's water down there. Can I make that jump? I cannot make the jump. Can I get over there on top of this? I think so. There you go. Can I not get up there? No, I can't. I got a hold of that. I am up here now. Alright, good. Cool. Dude, how'd you get up here? There ain't no way you got up here by yourself. And you fell down through the crack like an idiot. Good job. Alright, let's get this bug.
The insect in that pool is a rare Indian water bug. If you can carry it into Rajan's office, its wings will transmit local sound waves at a frequency I can monitor.
Let me get this straight. We're gonna bug Rajan's office with a bug?
Yes.
An elegant plan, I agree. Now pay attention. That water bug can only survive in stagnant pools. If kept out of water too long, it'll become unhappy and likely draw the attention of local guards.
Looks like there's a few pools along the way to Rajan's office. A short swim every now and then should keep our little friend quiet.
As a kid, I hated this mission, but I realized it's okay if the bug makes noise. It's not gonna end the mission or fail it. All right, dude. Are you not dead yet? There you go. You ready for your journey? You got some big eyes, though, dude. All right, let's go. I know you're gonna be squawking. I get it. Yep. It's okay. We'll get you in the water pool. Calm down. See? You're good. Get out of here, dude. I need you to get out of my way and not complicate the mission. Thank you. Easy. I've seen so many people struggle with this mission. It's like, it's okay if he makes noise. And I was there too at one point in time, I'm not gonna lie. Dude, it's okay. I'm getting you in the water pool right now.
I've already tuned into the bug's wing vibrations. I'm a genius.
Yes, you are, Bentley. You are a genius for sure. It's... Can we get all the coins that we possibly can in here? Or is the lasers gonna make everything super, like, complicated? It's probably not worth my time with all these trying to avoid all the lasers. Get out of here. There ain't no way you're running over from... I was gonna say, there's no way you're coming over here. So we just got Bentley left before the phase 2 round of missions. Do I want to do that now, or do I want to keep just chilling out right now? Why'd I do that? I wasn't even thinking right. How many of you are there? I was gonna say. There's no way that... I was like, where the hell are you guys coming from? The snake was gonna jump out. How did you hear that, dude? There ain't no way. Why do you look like a grumpy old dude? Maybe I should just keep going. I mean, what's stopping me from playing longer than just one episode? Nothing. Plus, I think I would much rather play the next one. Alright, Bentley, you're up. Bentley, get your little turtle ass legs going. There's always a dude that comes walking through here. I don't know why that was my first thought when I saw the elephant. Okay. I gotta know if any of us had the same childhood. Did any of you have... I forget what it was called. Again, why did I think of this when I saw the elephant? I don't know why. Did any of you have that, like, thing as a kid? It was an elephant that, like, had a fan built into it, and you put butterflies in its trunk, and then when it inflated, it, like, shot the butterflies out of its trunk. Do any of you remember what that was? Or have any clue? Or is it just me having a very stupid part of my childhood? I thought that was like, I don't know why I thought that was like one of the coolest things back then. I just can't remember what it was called. But it was like a blue, like, elephant, and it had like a fan, I think, built into like the bottom of it, that when you turned it on, the trunk was made out of like a clear, like, plastic tube that inflated. That's all I can remember. And it had like these like little like paper butterflies, I think, inside, and they would like shoot them. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm just stupid. But I remember it.
Rajan is out for his daily tour of the operation. My sources claim he always carries 3 blueprints on him, which, when read together, tell you everything about his spice operation.
Too bad he doesn't have that section of the clockwork heart we saw during the recon. You could just pump him full of sleep darts and we could all go home.
Unfortunately, my sleep darts aren't powerful enough to affect Rajan.
What? How are you gonna get at those blueprints?
Rajan has an insatiable appetite for Indian watermelons, which, if eaten whole, will force even him to nod off for a while. Once he's asleep, I'll creep in and lift the blueprints.
Well, that's fine and all, but how do you plan on luring him over to the watermelons?
I've equipped my sleep darts with a sonic disruptor. The strange sounds they make should be enough to lead the ever-curious Rajan from place to place.
You got it, Bentley. I think Rajan is an underrated enemy in this game. I don't think people show him enough love as I think he should. Alright, Rajan, get your ass over here. Come on, yeah, let's get over here to the watermelon. And to be fair, I mean, I don't blame him. Watermelons are like a goat fruit. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think they've ever made me sleep, but they are a goat when it comes to the fruit world. There you go. Go to sleep. Yeah, like I said, I think Rajan's underrated. Nobody really talks about him. I think he gets hidden behind Dimitri and Contessa way too much. Even then, I think Jean Bassan, in a sense, is also very underrated as an enemy. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are, Rajan. Get over here. You didn't hear that? Did you hear that one? There you go. Get over here. Yep, go over there. Do you hear that? Yeah. Yeah, get up there and get the watermelon so I can take your blueprints again. What? Oh, I was gonna say, how did you not see that the first time? I was in fight or flight mode there for a second. See ya, baboon. I gotta get these blueprints. Oh my god. What? No. Okay, good. We're good. I was in a tight spot right there.
What? The blueprints? They have been stolen.
Oh shit, Rajan. I know they've been stolen. I stole them.
Blueprints. Great field work, Bentley. You're really getting the hang of this.
I've got some bad news. Rajan has gone into hiding somewhere in the temple. I guess the destruction of his satellite array and my invasion of his personal space to get the blueprints spooked him. To get his portion of the Clockwork Heart, we'll need to drive him out into the open. Given Rajan's spy-saddled temper, I'd recommend making him angry. First, we'll destroy the center of his operation, the spice grinder. Then we'll demolish the dam above the temple in an attempt to flood him out. If that doesn't work, I've made arrangements to exchange one of the temple's facade rubies for some high explosives, which, if necessary, we can use to flood the whole temple grotto. If my psychological profile is accurate, Rajan should pick up the other half of the Clockwork Heart before making his escape, effectively bringing it to us.
You know, Bentley, I am so glad that you thought of these in-depth plans. So what do we got? We got Bentley with the chopper. We got Sly's got to do the ruby, spice grinder, and this other one. Okay. But I think I'm getting the hang. I think I'm doing a lot of these slide posts. I think correctly in the sense where I think I've been getting a lot of engagement on a lot of them, and I think I'm doing them. I think in a good way. I've gained a lot of people on there just from those posts. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing the whole TikTok thing right. I have no fucking clue. I'm new to it. I just got it, what, a little while ago? I have no idea if I'm doing it right. I think so. Looks like I know what I'm doing.
Cooper, we meet again.
Constable Mila, thanks for not ratting me out back at the ball.
I should be thanking you. The look on Carmelita's face was priceless.
She took it hard, huh?
No one likes to have their affections played with.
I sure don't.
I certainly don't. Look, Mila, as soon as this India job is over, why don't you and I go out on the town? We'll dance through Bollywood and eat curry all night long.
I'll keep it in mind, but first, the task at hand. I've learned of a secret entrance leading to half of the Clockwork Heart. Legally, I can't enter the premises without a warrant. But now a thief like you...
A thief like me can go wherever he pleases. I read you.
Don't fall behind.
Lead you to the entrance. This place is thick with guards, and standing still can be lethal.
I hear that, sister.
Does anybody know what curry actually is? He was gonna go to Bollywood and eat curry all night long. I really don't know what curry is. I know it's like an Indian dish, I guess. But I have no idea what curry is. I don't know if it's like a spice. I don't know if it's a sauce. I don't know if it's a type of food. I have no fucking clue. There's Indian curry and Japanese curry. Oh boy. Okay. Have you had both? Are you able to like tell which one's better? Curry is a dish, okay. So I'm gonna have to look it up, I guess, when I'm done tonight, and see exactly what curry actually is. So Indian curry, I'm assuming, is more spice. Japanese, you say, is more mild. I think Indian food has a lot of spice in it to begin with, doesn't it?
This is it. And remember, if push comes to shove,
Neela,
never show
without
this
spoiling
to-
anything, in case anybody does see this later down the line,
And we're on
your
the
character was
Trilogy.
such a well-written character. Without giving too much away.
There it is, just like Neela said.
In order to lower the clockwork heart, you'll need access to that control box. But it's locked down tight.
Oh, I'm sure these guards won't mind if I borrow their keys.
Oh, I did not mean to fall down. But here I am. We'll get back up, no problem. Well, let's fight. I didn't mean to get hurt there. What am I? I'm a veteran at this game. I can't be getting hurt. What am I doing? Oh, you set me up there, didn't you? Bastard. Alright. Let's get back up top. No. No, stay away. Can you not see me, dude? Are you blind? Clearly. No choice but to take him out. I normally like to drop the clockwork heart while they're still there and let the heart take him out, but I wasn't waiting around for him to move.
That's it. Half the clockwork heart. The spice won't be growing around here anytime soon.
Spice is it, Bentley, huh? That's what they want you to think. Spice in quotations. So wait, we got the damn ruby. Oh, I should probably get that one done out of the way too, shouldn't I? Man, I feel like I'm rushing this. I mean, I guess not really when it's been an hour and a half and I haven't completed this yet. To me, it feels like it's rushed. I don't want to rush it. I enjoy. Don't you just have a game where it's like you enjoy it too much, and every time you get through it, you feel like that you're going too fast, even though you're not? Oh, that's something else I could do. I didn't think about that. I could do that tomorrow instead of... It's a good idea. I still gotta play Spyro Year of the Dragon. I could do that tomorrow. Then I gotta work on all the PS2 ones. Yeah, I guess let's get the ruby out of the way too. I was gonna zoom in on that guy just dancing, jumping up and down.
We've been contracted to acquire that huge ruby of Rajan's for a local crime ring. In exchange for the goods, they'll set us up with a cherry bomb 500 for the heist.
A cherry bomb 500? That's a lot of kick.
Trust me, we'll need it. To get that ruby free from its moorings, you might have to whack it a few times with your cane.
I'm on it.
Yeah, let's just whack this giant jewel. When Sly tells Murray, Sly tells Murray it's a really fragile.
Murray, you're on. Sly's knocked the ruby loose, and now we need your muscle to get it to the buyers.
Muscle on the way.
What? Get out of here. You too. Alright, Murray, let's get to this gem. This ruby, I should say.
Murray, you can pick up the ruby with your stomp move. Despite its size, that rock is really fragile. Bentley will run ahead and inflate cushions that are safe to throw the ruby onto. Use them, or this operation's a bust. Now, head out to our rendezvous near the waterfall.
There we go. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm gonna do this weekend. Like, stream-wise, I have no idea what I should do. Like, I've got ideas. I just don't know which one would be the best idea.
This ruby is near flawless. I'll recommend to my superiors that we purchase it, take it to our buyer, and complete the contract.
Bentley, I was gonna say, don't get caught by that guy. Shut up. There you go. Is there 3 of them that come out? Yeah. 4? Nope. Bentley, you're not gonna stick around? Where are you going? See, he just like left.
I must say, the Cooper gang certainly lives up to its reputation. This is a true Indian treasure. We will honor the bargain and provide a cherry bomb 500 at the time the turtle requested.
Alright. Since Bentley wanted to leave us. Which I get it. He's scared. I'm just so glad that Murray and Bentley's characters have grown so much from the first game to the second game. Now, what do we got left? We got the spice grinder, and we got the dam. Then we have to fight Rajan. Maybe we should do Bentley's. What am I worried about him for? I have noticed though, like, Murray really does, I mean, yeah, he has a part in the mission, but he doesn't, like, have a mission that he starts. Other than the operation. But again, that's the operation. It's not like his own personal mission.
Rashawn's holed up in his temple. Got any ideas to force him out of hiding?
My research indicates that tigers have an aversion to water. By destroying that dam, the temple will be filled with a runoff.
Flooding him out, huh? Good plan. But I don't think your bombs are strong enough to do the job.
You're correct. Fortunately, while monitoring the bug in Rajan's office, I overheard that a new autopilot attack helicopter had just arrived. It's sitting inside this truck.
Stay sharp. That dam is sure to be well protected.
Oh, it is. I always liked the fact that you could get back into the chopper after the fact and actually use it to, like, shit. To actually, like, shoot guards in the hub world. When I was younger, I always thought this mission was difficult for whatever reason. Even then, I still can't aim worth a shit, but... I really can't aim for shit, can I? There we go.
Bentley. Hope Rashawn knows how to swim.
So now we just got the spice grinder mission to do, and then see operation. Before one of the biggest, I think the best story plot twist happens. Now again, as a kid, I didn't like the next couple episodes. Oh, I just killed that snake by throwing that guard down there. But I've grown to enjoy the next couple ones way more than I used to. Alright, Bentley, let's get back. Whoa. What the hell happened there? Anyway. If there's anybody new in here and you want to say hi, feel free to. This is a very laid back and chill place to be. Some of my wonderful people in here could attest to that. So if you are new and you want to say hi, feel free to. If you want to stay back in the shadows, that's also fine with me. Whatever you're comfortable with, do. I'm all about comfort. I don't force anybody to talk if they don't want to talk. I didn't even mean to get that one bottle because I wanted to get all the bottles later down the line, but I accidentally hit it. The real question is, do we just get this episode done and then we move on to 4? Actually, I should probably go around and get some of those collectible pieces first. The loot that's around. Every time you take this one, you come back to it, there's a guard standing here, like, looking at, like, where to go. I never knew that was a thing before. Well, hello. How are you doing? You just platinumed 2 and 3, but you don't look forward to 1 because I like that one at least. You know, that's fair. The thing with 1 is you have those time trials you got to do, and it's like, I'm not a fan of time trials at all. In any game, really. I liked 1 in its own way, but I know what you mean. I think 1 is my least played out of all of them. Out of the trilogy, 1 is the least played. 2 is the most played, and I think 3 is right behind it. But welcome. I think this is your first time here, I believe, and welcome in. I appreciate you stopping in and leaving a comment in the chat. But no, this is my favorite game of all time. I will play this game many, many times every year on here. And some of you, I know some people that have been here before, they have seen me play this game multiple times, but I love it. This is my favorite video game that's ever been made. The one that I have the most fun playing. I could talk about Sly Cooper like all day. But I don't think I ever platinumed 1 either. Or 3 at that matter. I guess I never really did trophy hunting before. I just kind of played it. But I know a lot of people like to get platinums. You enjoy watching people play the Sly games and same favorite game series of all time? Yes. You are going to be my kind of people. I love this game, especially 2. The thing was with me, so I played Sly 2 first. That was the first Sly game I played. I forget how I got the game. It probably was a gift or, it had to have been a gift, I think, at some point, birthday, Christmas, something. I don't remember how I got it. But I played Sly 2 first, and then I played Sly 3. Sly 1 was actually the 3rd game I played in the series. So then the story made sense with, clockwork and everything else. I was like wondering why we were getting these parts. And then obviously once I played 1, it made complete sense. But yeah, 2 was my first one I played, and I think that's probably why I have such a deep love for Sly 2 over the other 2. I mean, I love the other 2s just as much, but the ruby cushion is still here? I don't remember that being there the last time I played this game. It's always neat to see things like that. But yeah, Sly 2 is the first one I played in the series, and my favorite one out of the three. I do think, however, a lot of people, my personal belief, I think a lot of people hate Thieves in Time too much. You got a PS2 with the trilogy included. Isn't that a good deal? The thing is, like, outside of like a lot of like fans of either Sly Cooper itself, or other fans of platformers like this, for example, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, things like that. I don't think a lot of people know about this game outside of either true hardcore fans or just PlayStation players who have played platforms like this. So I encourage anybody who has never played these games to play them. I think Cosmic has done that with me, which, if you don't know who she is a great streamer and friend of mine that I met on here. She is a big Jack and Daxter fan, and I've been trying to work my way through Precursor Legacy. I haven't played it in a long time, but it's a whole different feel compared to like this game or Ratchet and Clank. So I'm trying I haven't played it in a while. I got to get back to it at some point, but it's just different for me. Oh, me too. Sly is, but I don't think I'm going to get through this. Yeah, I am. Okay, yeah. But yeah, Sly Cooper is, yeah, it tops them all for me as well. But that's another, speaking of Crash Bandicoot, my first Crash game that I ever played was Wrath of Cortex. That was the first one I played. I never played the originals. I do have the remasters, same with Spyro. So I just started playing Spyro last year for the first time. The remasters or remakes, whatever you want to call it, the Reignited Trilogy. So that was the first time I actually got introduced to Spyro 2. I will say I like Spyro better than Crash. But Crash is so good. Crash just makes me rage at certain times. But Spyro is also another good one. I gotta play Year of the Dragon soon too, because I played Spyro the Dragon and I played Ripto's Rage. I still gotta play Year of the Dragon, which is on my to-do list. Murray was always your favorite character. You had a Crash game on PS1. I remember the disc was black on the bottom. Yes, I think a lot of PS1 games were black on the bottom. I think. Or maybe it was just some of them? I don't remember. Was Tag Team Racing? Yes, I have that one. I've never played it, but I have it in my collection because when I am off work over the winter time, I like to go to a lot of retro stores and beef up my video game collection. So I have Crash Team Racing. I also have Crash Bash. I don't think that was a racing game though, but I think that was just another Crash game. But I think I have another kart racer for the PS1 that was Crash, pretty sure. I don't remember the title of it. But anyway, side note. What made Murray your favorite character? I'm curious. It's hard to choose like your favorite. Obviously Sly would be the mass majority favorite. But what made Murray your favorite character? How did I not hit him right there? There we go.
According to Rajan's blueprints, you're near the spice grinding facility. However, the passage is blocked by those laser fences.
Looks like they're using TNT to create these catacombs. Maybe I can borrow some to destroy the fences. You're the demolitions expert. How am I supposed to use that stuff?
Oh, it's simple. Just jump in, walk the barrel to your target, jump out, and get clear of the blast radius. But be careful around floor lasers, Sly. The TNT barrels won't work on them.
television guards.
That's fair.
All lasers
I get that.
are operational to protect the spice grinder.
I actually, the funny thing about Murray was, I actually picked up a Slide 2 demo disc, and the way that Chris Murphy voiced Murray in the demo was horrible compared to the wonderful final product that they came out with. That was just such a wild one. But yeah, I think Murray is overshadowed. I think the mass majority of people, I think, like Bentley more. If you were to ask people, I think people have more love for Bentley over Murray, and it's sad because all three of them deserve like the love.
I'm within visual range of the spice grinder. What's next?
Rajan won't come out of hiding while spice is still being manufactured. If we destroy the grinder, he'll be out of business and have no reason to stick around the temple.
Great. We do the world a favor and Rajan's forced out into the open.
Start by getting a hold of that TNT down there. It's worth mentioning that guards won't be able to detect you if you stay still while in the TNT barrel.
Nice. An explosive disguise.
Place the explosive near that grinding wheel, and it'll be blown to bits.
Does Bentley always look back during that like conversation? You know how he like looked back when he said Rajan? I just now noticed that. I don't know if that was just something that just randomly happened, or did he actually look back? Yeah, let's take these guys out first. Oh, that could have been bad. Okay, let's take this stuff first. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That didn't work well. We're good. I remember so many times as a kid, I messed this mission up because I did not get the TNT inside the ring. Because I thought as a kid that if you stepped into the orange part that it was like lava. And I didn't like know that I could actually walk in there. There's so many times I had to do this over and over again until I realized, oh, I can just walk right in there. Thoughts on Sly 4? That's a good question. I think it's overhated. I think it was made for being not made by Sucker Punch. I think the game was well made. Personally, I enjoyed it. I need to play Thieves in Time again on here at some point. I think people overhate it, in my opinion. I think it's a really solid game itself, made by a different company. I really don't have a problem with it. Do I wish it looked like these games? Yes. But it was 2013. You know, it was for a different console. So I've learned to, like the visuals of the game. But I think overall, I think it's a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. Does the ending hurt? A little bit, yeah, because the way it did end, I think we need another game to finish that said ending. But I think overall, I think the game's solid, and I've enjoyed playing it.
It looks like spice production has fallen behind. Wait, it's completely stopped.
Partial flooding didn't work, so it's time to go the distance. Blowing up the temple's elephant mouth should turn this grotto into a swimming pool. I'll cover Murray from the chopper's gun turret while he pries the mouth open. Once that's done, Sly will need to walk the Cherry Bomb 500 into the throat. then get to high ground as fast as you can. Rajan is sure to show up and be extra angry. Jump him, snag his half of the Clockwork Heart, and we're out of here.
Alright, so we gotta do the operation yet. What time is it?
I'm Rajan, master and lord of... No. I am lord...
See, we're going to do the operation. I just don't know if I'm going to start episode 4 tonight or not. Alright, Murray, let's get on to the operation. What's your take on Sly 4?
Let's head out for the turret, Murray. All right, I'll set up shop here and provide covering fire while you try to pry open the elephant's mouth for Sly.
Check!
Okay, Murray, let's get to the elephant mouth. See? Thank you. I think a lot of people, I think people overhated the game. I think a lot of people now are starting to actually realize that the game really isn't as bad as they probably originally thought. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil the ending in case people don't know. Like, in case anybody watches this later, anyone who's currently watching doesn't know the ending of Sly 4, I'm just going to say the ending shouldn't have been what is.
Nice work. Now put those muscles to the test and pry that thing open.
Hold on, Sly. I'm still fighting. There we go. Oh my god. Jeez, they sent the whole army after me. There we go. But yeah, I do plan on playing that game on here at some point. I just don't know when. Also, I probably should ask, what do you like to, what would you like to be, called? Do you want to be called X? Do you have, a certain name that you would like to be called by? That way I kind of know. That way I'm just not mentioning you when I'm talking to you or anything. I always like to make sure everybody has, a name or to know what they like to be called, per se. Let me finish this and I'll read that message. What's your favorite chapter and least favorite chapter in Slide 2? So let me think about that. Easily my two favorites. Oh no, you're good. I was just making sure what you would like to be called. Do you want to be called X? Do you have another name that you want to go by? That way when I am talking to you, I can at least acknowledge you a little better. I always like to try to make sure I acknowledge everybody by either, their username or a name they want to be used by, called by. Flat? Okay, cool. I'll do that. Thank you. But back to your question. My favorite and least favorite episode in Slide 2. My favorites by far, I know this is probably going to be different than most. I know a lot of people like Dimitri's. Okay, dude, you're going to have to get out of the... But my favorite ones are John Basson's. I've always liked the Canadian ones. I like snow maps, so anytime there's a snow map, I love them. But John Basson's are number 1 and 2 for me. My least one. That's a good. I gotta think about this one. As much as I like, honestly, it probably has to be 8. One, just because the world isn't the most fun to navigate. And again, a lot of people don't. Oh, I almost moved in front of that monkey. A lot of people don't like what happened in episode 8. I personally don't see it as a big deal. I actually don't mind it. But I would probably say, see, it's tough. Because there's between, I would probably have to say 8 if I had to pick a least favorite. And again, it's not even like it's a bad episode. But if I were to rank it at 8, I would say probably episode 8. I wish Arpeggio had more of a, I guess, role in the game. Because there's so much buildup of, the Claw Gang and like everything. And then he kind of goes by the wayside rather quickly. But yeah, my favorite 2 have never been in question. It's 6 and 7. And I think my least favorite is probably 8. But even then, it's not, like, terrible. It's not like a bad episode. You just have to put something at the bottom.
Black clouds and thunderbolts! My spice temple ruined! I will no longer hide while you villains destroy my hard-won empire. This place is mine. Here I am king. Come, face me, Cooper. With Clockwork's black heart, I will show you true power. You are nothing. Come face the might of Rajan, lord of these hills.
Boy, when we try to tick someone off, we really do the job.
That you do, Cooper.
Yes, you do seem to have quite a talent for it.
Constable Neela, slumming it with the thieves again?
That man is an illegal spice trader. He should be brought to justice.
All I'm after is the Clockwork part. You help me take him down, and the bust is all yours.
Just try to keep up.
I will say Neela's character is a very well-written character, in my opinion. For what she's gonna do. Here, I found it very, very, like, surprising when I saw all that for the very first time.
Neela, now!
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Oh, Sly! I'm coming, buddy! This is it? This is the Cooper gang I've heard so much about and feared these long hours? The Murray will renew your fear. Who's the Murray? All I see is
Such a great moment.
pathetic weakling. I might be big and not as smart as the other guys, but one thing I'm not is weak.
You're right, Murray, you're not weak.
Dispatch this fool.
Flat, I will have to read your rest of your message here in 1 second once I defeat Rajan here. But I did see that your least favorite's episode 2. I don't know if you were in here when I said this, but I think Rajan is a very underrated enemy in this game. I don't think people love Rajan as much as I think he should. Oh, you little bastard. You know, I get that. I kind of... Oh, jeez. Now, if we're ranking, like, we're going from least favorite to favorite hub worlds, 8 would still be at the bottom. I would say this hub world is probably next at 7. Then I think episode 5... My favorites, again, are the Canadian ones. It doesn't matter what I'm ranking when it comes to this game. The Canadian ones are always going to be at the top. But I mean, I can see your thought about episode 2's map kind of being boring. The Murray. Your favorite would be 5 or 7. Interesting. I actually like 4 better than 5.
Happy day.
And to think about it, we wouldn't have 4 if this moment didn't happen.
Sly's hurt real bad. Can you hear me? I said Sly's hurt.
There they are, Contessa, just as I promised. The Cooper gang and Rajan all incapacitated.
Excellent police work, Constable Mila. Carmelita's never been able to catch the Cooper gang. Yet you captured them in just a few short weeks.
Well, I never...
Really, Carmelita. Accept your defeat gracefully.
Actually, Contessa, there's a good reason Inspector Fox never caught the Cooper gang. She's been in league with them the whole time. Liar! Prove it! This is a photo of Carmelita dancing with Sly Cooper on the night the Clockwork Wings were stolen. But I didn't know I was dancing with Cooper.
You two certainly seem very familiar in this picture. Men, place Inspector Fox under arrest.
I'll get you, Neil.
Such a turning point in the game.
Such a pity when an officer falls from the light.
Yes, indeed.
I can't believe it! That double-crossing, cockney liar! Though statistically improbable, I had to face the facts. Neela had betrayed us, my teammates were captured, and I was all alone. While intellectually inferior, Sly and Murray had always been a rich source of sociological interest. The long walk out of the jungle gave me time to reflect, and with each passing step, my sense of isolation grew. Shockingly, my comrade's absence had a profound emotional effect on me. This was it. This was the true test of friendship. Upon reaching the van, my resolve was hardened. I had to save my friends. But first things first, I had to learn how to drive a stick shift.
Oh, that came up at the most improper time, didn't it? And I don't even remember what the hell I even said. I don't even remember what the heck we were talking about. I don't even remember. My train of thought just went. I don't remember at all what the heck I was even talking about. Boy. Yeah, I don't even remember now. I was too focused on watching the cutscene and the ending of 3 there. I was like... And perfect timing, that's your favorite cutscene, Bentley learning how to drive a stick. True. I think I was talking about how it was the ending of 3, episode 3, was such a big turning point in this game. And I was saying how without that moment at the end of 3, we probably wouldn't have episode 4. We probably would have jumped right into 5 somehow if, Murray and Sly didn't get captured by Contessa, because that's all episode 4 really is about, is getting them two back. I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, wait a minute. If Murray and Sly didn't get captured by Contessa at the end of 3, we probably wouldn't have had episode 4 in the sense of how it was written. It probably would have been a different episode, I would imagine. Or 5 would have came earlier. Something to think about. I also heard stories and rumors that Dimitri was actually supposed to have a second episode in Cairo, but they cut it. Which I would have loved to see a second episode of Dimitri. I mean, why not? But we'll never know with that one. But I think for tonight, I'm going to stop at this point. Kind of getting tired for 1, and 2, I need this back to be... I need to lay down. But you've heard that too. More Dimitri would have been cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that would have been cool to have 2 Dimitris. But yeah, I think for now, I'm going to wait to play episode 4 until the next time we stream this game. But I'm kind of just getting a little tired. I think I just need to go... I think I'm going to head to bed soon. But that's a good ending point. I like to end when the episodes end. I don't like to end midway through an episode or something. So it's kind of just a perfect timing now. Flat, I appreciate you stopping in. It's nice to see someone new. So thank you for engaging in the chat. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for watching for as long as you did. Cosmic, I figured you were lurking, which I appreciate that just as much. And again, I appreciate you coming in. And same with you. I appreciate both of you. And again, Cosmic, I hope that your birthday today was very entertaining and very enjoyable. And I'm glad that your birthday stream earlier went well. But yeah, I gotta get this back laid down. Some of you know about some of this injury stuff that I gotta deal with. But I gotta get this relaxed. I think I'm gonna head to bed and go to sleep. I'll be live tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. I just don't know what I'm playing tomorrow. I definitely will. And if you want to know any more like in-depth details about what's going on, you can always message me, either one of you. You can, if you want to know more in depth about certain things, you can just message me. But again, I appreciate both of you. I appreciate Eli being here earlier. He's always here. It's always fun to have him. Again, Flat, seeing someone new in the chat is always fun, especially when they're a Sly Cooper fan like yourself. I enjoy talking to Sly fans because it makes me playing the game and interacting with the game and talking about the game way more fun when there's other people who love the game just as much as I do. So again, I appreciate you stopping in and being here and chatting and everything like that. And if you want to come by again, please feel free to. I appreciate you stopping in, taking the time out of your day or night to join me. So that's very appreciative. And again, anybody else that might have been here, Boogie Juice, I know you were lurking a lot of the stream. Again, I appreciate you lurking as well. I appreciate all of you. Really, it's been a fun over a year that I've been doing this. It's been enjoyable. But yeah, I'm going to end this here tonight. The next time we play the game, we'll start episode 4 with Contessa, and we'll go from there. So again, thank you to all of you who are here tonight. Again, Flat, again, appreciate you stopping in, taking the time out of your day to chat with me. I'm going to end it here. I don't know what I'm playing tomorrow, but I might be live tomorrow, depending how I feel. If not, it'll definitely be Saturday. I'll be playing something. So I hope the rest of you have a good rest of the night. Hope you sleep well. Tomorrow's Friday. The weekend's coming up. So I hope everybody has a great weekend if I don't see you before then. And have a good night.